Hi, the 14th of June, 2025, Gregorian, 12:36 a.m. What is this? What is this? Oh, Saturday. Yeah, Friday night into Saturday. I don't get on here often. Can y'all hear me? Let me turn this on. Can y'all hear sports in the background? I don't own the rights to the sports. Here, it should be inaudible. My hubby listens to sports. Let me turn it on. Papa, you feel like closing the door? I'm not sure if your sports can come into. I'm trying to do a little audio video on stuff been on my mind lately. I don't do this thing here often. My YouTube channel ain't popular or ain't monetized. Or you some things you gotta get off your chest. But I don't want them to hear your sports because YouTube got laws and rules and guidelines and shit now. You close it. Want me to get up and close it? You gonna be hot. You can feel the air if you close the door. Okay. They may not hear you, but I don't want it to be a thing. No, don't turn off your sports, babe. You muted it?
I'm not there right now.
All right, babe. I just don't want it in my. They may not hear it. Better prevention better than cure. Lord knows I don't know how to edit. I figured. Anyway, hi. How y'all doing? I want to talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna do it all in one day. I'm on video potpourri gumbo. My perspective on sinners, straw. What if I forget what it is? I'm gonna go back a little bit. Jordan Peele's Get Out. What else am I talking about? Whatever else hell comes to mind, it's gonna be potpourri gumbo styled review. Now, firstly, with sinners. Ugh. When I tell you I'm a homebody, I don't get out the house. Rarely. I used to be so outgoing in my younger years. Oh, yeah, I'm grown, granny grown in my 50s. But oh my goodness. I was like, oh, I'll just wait till it come on TV. Wait till Netflix. Somebody's going to show it in the future on TV. And your friends was like, no, no, go see it. Go see it. You ain't going, don't wait to see it. Just go and go see it. And I'm like, some of these reviews on these YouTube streets is quite detailed. Spoilers and shit. I'm like, hell, I don't need to see it. They're like, no, no, go see it. Go see it. I said, all right, well, hell, me and hubby went to go see it. We barely get out. I'm telling you, cabin fever central over here. So that was a big deal. It was like dating, like woo, we're out. And we went to a nice little quaint movie theater. It wasn't too crowded. That's a good thing at this age for us. And just old fashioned, adorable movie theater. I'm like, well, I'm feeling better already. Like stepping into history. And the seasonings they had for the popcorn. I'm like, you can put your own seasonings on. Just oh, Papa, that date night was so cute. It was just adorable. Anyway, any event. So we're watching Sinners. Now, disclaimer. Will I add spoilers? I don't know. There's so many videos with spoilers. I don't feel the need not to. But sometimes it slips out. So I don't know. Did you see the movie? If not, yeah, I don't know. You may not want to hear this one. Oh, pardon. If you don't like eccentric people, Hioka empaths, if any of that type of frequency irritates you, click off, okay? We can't help it. It emits naturally. All right, so we're watching. We go get the popcorn, and then they had some sort of old fashioned ice cream. Oh, I just can't believe that cute movie theater. Any event. So Papa went and got his fun little ice cream and sorbet, and I'm so nostalgic. Oh, blame it on my fourth house. So I'm all into that. So anyway, we're in the theater. Now, I saw Black Panther 1. I didn't see 2 because 2 didn't get good reviews from people who. I'm not talking about reviews from mainstream. I'm talking about the people who are like their mind, if you will. They was like, oh no, don't go see 2. Don't go see 2. This is the what was it, Wakanda Forever? They wasn't feeling 2, so I saw 1, and I did like Black Panther 1. Again, it was hard to get out the house then. Lord, did we live in Georgia back then? I don't feel like we was because we didn't go to this. Never mind. 1 was good, very very good. Now I didn't see Creed or his other stuff. I'm very impressed with this Gemini Ryan Coogler. Very impressed with his work. He writes, he directs, and he's his wife, his children. I'm just impressed. I've been following his interviews, and I'm like, well, who is he? Now I didn't do this with Black Panther, on the internet looking up his interviews, etc., etc. But now I am. I'm like, well, good Lord, let me look him up. Well, Gemini is the messenger of the zodiac. Happy Gemini season. Happy full moon in Sag right now. And being is in the middle of the year. Libra's in the middle of the zodiac. Oh yeah, I'm Astro Mama. Hi. Libra's in the middle of the zodiac. The balance in both sides of the scales with the six does half a dozen on the other. I do 12 tropical placidus with the West in astrology. I don't. But what the Hudi Maharat said, I don't do Vedic because I was born in the West. I'm born in the East. He don't just mean the West Coast. He's from Cali, but the West. And in the 13th sign, we were taught yeah, because like RFG, the chosen one, told Rich. So it's 13, then would it be the 14th? Sister Amara done taught it's polarities, really 6 signs. One take a coin, Leo one side, Aquarius the other side, but it's the same entity. But it's alleged they inserted this 13th Ookie Pookie sign to confuse future generations, because we were taught that midheaven is the 13th, a big mama, the way out of the astral belt, free, not the way back in it. But I digress. How did I get that? Oh, he's a Gemini. That's okay. Pardon how I veer off. If you're again, you ain't patience, but eccentrics don't listen here. Okay, the people who are impatient with the way I tell my tales. Okay, now I like Sinners. I like Black Panther. Now, ladies, I'm very married, happily married, many years, over 2 decades. I'm whispering because I don't need him to hear me. But Lord Jesus, I never looked at Michael B. Jordan that way. He young enough to be my son. But in Black Panther, when he was in that museum, and he was asking, well, how did y'all get this stuff? How did it get here? Not just what he's saying with that intelligence, yes, Lord. How he was saying it. I never looked at MJB as alpha. I was like, oh, sweet Mother Mary and newborn rose milk. What do we have here? To his credit, he wouldn't look at my ass either. So I don't have an ego. I don't give a shit. But I don't want to look at Michael B. Jordan like that. Inappropriate. I could be his mom. Oh God, no. But something how he was talking in that museum. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, that's a Black Panther. Back to Sinners. Then they got 2 of him. It's hard enough looking at one of them in Black Panther. God damn it, Kugel, you gonna give us... Kugel's a Gemini. EBJ. He probably studied Ether and all that. You know what I'm saying? Any of that. So I'm like, yeah, Gemini rules twins. No matter when their birthday is. If it's a Gemini, they have... if it's a twins... quadruple, all that, that's Gemini domain. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, they could be a Scorpio. They're twins, that's Gemini frequency all over them and in them, okay? Quads and all that, especially if you're talking natural. But Gemini rules copying. No, not that they're biters, but if you go to Xerox and you're making copies, boom, boom, that's a Gemini thing you're doing. Okay? Oh, Lord. So I'm looking at Sinners. I don't want to disrespect my husband, and I was like, oh, God, did they have to do MJB twice? Oh. In Aquarius, you got to be brave to fall in love with an Aquarius because they deal with logic. They have emotions, but in private, they don't like to mix logic and emotions. Not that they don't like it. I don't know if they know how to do that. They see Aquarius rules math and technology. It rules humanity too. It rules the zodiac. It rules the rainbow. But in it being so scientific, it is not logical. Now, just Spencer, what's his name? Spencer Taylor, okay, always got something to say about Aquarius being disappearing. Yes, as we say. Spencer, go and tweet this is Spencer Taylor, funny as hell, with his cute Leo self. See, Leo's opposite Aquarius. You get that? I wonder if he dated Aquarius, because he seemed to really go in there. They don't disappear to hurt anyone. They disappear because it no longer makes sense to them. You see, I told you they rule math, numbers. No, they got a book of numbers in the Bible. You see the word in numbers, num. So when things don't add up logically, math add up logically or deduce logically, deducing, concluding. When that doesn't work out for an Aquarius, exit stage left. But they ain't gonna argue with you because that don't make sense. They need to make sense. So back to why it's scary to fall in love with an Aquarius, because it just needs to everything needs to make sense to them. You get it? You get why they disappear? They're going somewhere else. They're going and add up things and get everything calculated. And they're loners. Yet it rules friendship in groups, the 11th house. Anyway, Michael J. Boyd. What was it, Michael J. Boyd? I'm sleepy. Bear with me. Michael J. How the hell forget his last name? Michael B. Jordan. Michael Jordan, you think he was named after Michael Jordan, the basketball player? He's an Aquarius too. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. The point is, if I was his age and his type, I wouldn't even chance it because he's an Aquarius. We'd be friends. If you're smart, they love smart friends now. But it's so hard not to look at him in a romantic way. Sweet Jesus. Oh, speaking of young enough to, let me tell you something. I'm a Virgo, and let me tell you why I looked up his sign. Matter of fact, when y'all gonna do season 2? I had the book here, and I ain't finished it. The book is yay thick. I was like, oh my god, I got that book on the bookshelf. I had to run and go get it. The Emperor of Ocean Park. Now, I have a long-standing crush on Forrest Whitaker. I do, and he married a lady named Keisha. I remember my friend Des was like, his wife's name is Keisha. Isn't that cool? I'm like, it is. Key is the key. Keisha. Listen, if your name is Keisha, don't sweat the bullshit you be hearing out there, okay? Key is the key to locks and unlocks. Etchunalegban and Hecate. Am I pronouncing it? Hecate. They govern keys. You get what I'm saying to you? If depending on the alloy of the key, you got Ogon in there. You get it? And Sha is the suffix of Orisha. Put together Keisha. And ask a Japanese person, how do you say tree in Japanese? You have to look it up. But you want to hear it phonetically. You know what I'm saying? Ashe Moses McCormick. You know, Japanese used to call him Ashe with his Piscean beautiful. So I digress. Rising power, baby. Anyway. Yes, I love Forrest Whitaker. Yes. The Emperor of Ocean Park. And I'm sleepy. And my tongue is thick and lazy right now. I'm tired. But I wanted to get this out because it's been on my mind. Oh, the Virgo in there. Now, one of the younger brothers, my crush, the way I crush, it comes out of nowhere. It shocks me. Okay? But I was like, why am I looking at him like, what? I don't look at him like this. The youngest son. I don't know. I felt this way when the brother roughed him up in the hallway. He was still respectful of his older brother. I don't know if y'all watched it. And when they coming out with season 2. I'm ready to go and just read the book because I'm like, well, they doing it all of the book? Let me just go read what's going on. Part of my frenetic energy. I'm trying to get this all out. I don't want this longer than an hour. Oh, and the breadth of what I do when I'm a writer, so I write like this too. So if you don't like frenetic, and no, I'm not cogent. Anyway, I looked up the younger brother's birthday. He's a Virgo, which I was like, So the crush fizzled. No shade to him. If it's any consolation, you wouldn't crush on me either, Mr. Virgo. I'm like, well, let me look up his sign. I was like, Virgo. Now, what made me look up the Virgo? Because the crush started when he showed respect for his brother in that hallway. I was like, I know it's scripted. Just follow on. Anyway, who wrote the script? Did Forrest write the script? Oh, Forrest playing Bumpy Johnson. He's a Cancer. Nurturer. Forrest Whitaker. Save me. And he's into E for your Babala. Forrest Whitaker. Y'all tweet this down. I got some scripts, Forrest. Mr. Whitaker. Mr. W. I won't be like this in person. Totally not. I'm home, relaxing in my office, okay? Hoping my husband don't hear me. Even though he know I wouldn't do anything, but hell, I'm still living breathing with vitality. Ladies, you probably like, Forrest, he not cute. No, he's my brand of man. Wisdom and Forrest Whitaker. Remember Oprah gave you that dinner years ago to congratulate you on all your body of work to extol. Yes, I've followed Forrest Whitaker over the years. But anyway, back to the Virgo. So I'm looking at the year he's born. I said, I couldn't believe that year I'm old enough to be his mother. I was so ashamed. Because what broke the crush is the love scene he had with the lady with the braids. And I like that they had the lady with the braids in there. Because even though it's acting and someone's directing it, you still watching a man's technique. His hands, you're looking at what he's doing. I was like, not saying he don't know how to get busy. I heard Virgos are freaks. I'm just saying, and I'm not even dick driven. That's the only thing I'm not, no. Been celibate daily 2 decades. I'm not there. No. But you like when you're activated if you're a woman, when you feel your tatas getting perky and your pouch moistening, you're like, oh wow, I'm still alive. This man is activating you through the screen. So I said, I need the birthday. And I saw the Virgo, I was like, no. Then I saw the love scene, I was like, Not that the love scene wasn't spicy, it's a certain way a man gets at you. I don't give a fuck if he's acting my ass. If he's hetero, wholly hetero, sincerely, straight, No shade to anyone else. I'm just talking to my demographic and hetero hotbed here. Okay, you're studying his technique. Rock him, sweat the technique, but you study. I digress. Back to Sinners. So I'm looking at Michael B. Jordan times two. It's pure punishment. He been in the gym. You seen his arms? Oh God! And I don't want to do that for an Aquarius. I don't. Rakim is an Aquarius, but I love him like the God he is. I don't have romantic feelings for Rakim. To me, you're just not supposed to. Not knowing my natal chart like I know my natal chart. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Vince Carter, another Aquarius. Oh, God. You just, because they so cerebral. You know what I mean? Yeah. Weird crushes. Let me tell you, I was looking at The Negotiator starring Samuel L. Jackson. And even if I look at the repeat, the crushes will reactivate. These are all older men now. I didn't crush on Danny, Sammy J's character in that movie. No. Uh, I never did for Sammy. He a Sag, Lord. And his wife was brown skin and plump. Yes, I loved him. Like my brother, I don't have perky tatas with Sammy J. Only in one movie where he was acting a fool as a neighbor. We're talking about the neighbors. Oh, God, I'm a horrible neighbor. It's a whole nother topic. I need to do a video on neighbors. Oh, God. But, woosah. Sammy J was this mean ass neighbor. I think that was based on a true story. I cannot think of the name of this movie now. Put it in the comments if you remember. If I get any traction on this video, I don't know. I ain't even care. It ain't monetizing. This is where I come to vent lint, okay? The neighbor told him, you better stop this. A Caucasoid male who's married to a beautiful sister. You better stop this shenanigans. I'm paraphrasing. You stop this shit right now, goddamn you. And the way Sammy J stood there and said, or what? I can't do it like him. Oh. And I'm anti-violence. Just something in how he looked and said, or what? Perky tatas, moist pouch, and you're embarrassed. Well, Sammy J he Gen X, ain't he? Is Sammy J baby boomer or Gen X? I'm not sure. If he Gen X, he with me, so the age is right. But but baby boomers, right? My husband's baby boomer, right, Daddy? I hope you don't hear me, good Lord. But anywho, yes, like Monique, I call my husband. I don't give a shit if you don't like it. Not yes. That's the era we come from. You can call your man daddy if he take care of you, goddamn it. I don't know why Monique caught hell from that, but her husband called her mama and nobody gives him hell for that. Hey, Mo girl. Anyway, I don't agree with everything you say, Mo, but I love you. Surely do. She a Sag as well. Sag was comedians, you know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Jamie Foxx. I digress. Back to how crushes are very specific for me. Yeah, I am a unicorn. Oh, negotiate. Remember the Caucasoid? I don't even look at Caucasians like that. Today, they don't look at me like that. I've never been outside my race. Well, I've had two close calls, one Spanish coworker. Now, I don't even do that at work, you know. I'm retired, but and the guy from Russia. The memories. I need to read my memoir. But as far as going all the way, that's never happened. Not for more. However, in The Negotiator, that cop, the tall one, he's a Libra. What's his real name? David something. Now, he had a TV show named Hack. I didn't even look at him that way in Hack. Just in The Negotiator. Do you see how specific it is? I'm like, watch us here. If I look at Negotiator right now, Tata's to get perky again. And he was acting like a total prig. And I am not partial to prigs. Okay, no pun intended. I think maybe it's his height, his build, his posture. I don't know what it was. I don't look at white thing like that. And there's no shade. Probably due to all the all my studies and in college and African studies and the racism in the country. I don't know. I just don't. No shade. And they don't look at me like that only once in a while. From Russia with Love and the Spanish guy. Well, he's not what's called white. He's Spanish. He's a Libra too. I forgot the sign of From Russia with Love. Oh, beautiful memories. I digress. Back to that Caucasian cop in Negotiator. I can't think of his name on the show, but I think his real first name is David. And the short, funny one, he's the one was hostage in there with Daddy on the floor, handcuffed to the file cabinet. I know, ladies, I can't explain. It's I didn't get perky tatas for him, no, or a moist pouch. It's something about him that's just so lovable and adorable. I can't think of his real name. Funny as hell. He was in Howard Stern's movie too. But I didn't get perky tatas for him. It's a love. It's an adorable teddy bear type of. Never mind. I digress. How did I even get to Samuel L. Jackson? Maybe I rewind and find out later. Yes, I'm sober. I'm just sleepy. Just want to get this out. Oh hell, the video never get done. I need to put a warning in the description. Because very few people have patience for it. But you know, in the age of Aquarius, people should be more drawn to eccentric people. But there's so much madness going on, you don't have the mental space to even relax and enjoy this age. Allegedly, this is why this is going on. Anti-age of the Aquarius. Because the Aquarius is the humanitarian of the zodiac. I know it's cold only if you're trying to get close to them. They're warmer to strangers. This is studies, not opinion. Aquarius is into humanitarianism, the world, helping strangers, fairness, justice. Justice is Libra, I know, but as a fellow air sign. Because people are like, they're not warm. Well, I'm like, well, are you up on them? Are you near them? I don't, they're not, the close proximity, that's not an Aquarius thing, unless it has a lot of water in its chart, you know. Don't play them, give them space. Then they'll like you, you know, honor boundaries and be intelligent. Oh, an Aquarius will like you then, you know. Okay. And physicality and tactile and touch. It's scary for an Aquarius, most of them. Just be intelligent and good distance and y'all cool, okay? Now where I was back to? Oh, sinners. No, they had some notes to touch on. It's because I should take notes. Notes. It's hot, babe. Baby, is the air conditioning on? Oh, it could be menopause, because hell, you don't look hotter. I should have got some ice water to do this video and then get parched, Daddy. Papa, you late. Oh, it was hot as the Cody Brown was there. Papa, you bring Mama some ice water. You have any that cold mineral water in there? Pure survival. Oh, I got pure survival from Jamil, he Pisces. Anyway, so sinners, Michael B. Jordan times 2. Good Lord, who needs that type of pressure and activation? You can't follow story. Fine this time too. When he said we cousins, I said, oh, good. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, and then when he took up for Sammy, he told Delroy Lindo character something. He said, if you threaten him again, I'm like, oh, Michael, this is Michael G. And I'm anti-violent, but you know when your tatas are getting perky, you feel your areola hardening. I'm like, I don't want to feel this way. You want to be his mother. Actually, cook me bacon sweet potato pie, not all for many, if you get my gist. Oh, Jesus. I don't like, and we're not even his type. Melanated sisters in real life, are we? I don't think so. But you gotta shake that. But I came home cold shower with lemons. I don't want to think about Michael B. Jordan. Oh God. I like how he ran to Angela Bass. That was sweet. You know, honoring the legend. You know what I'm saying? If that's being a legend, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: when you study the metaphysics and communities of different schools of thought, as I have been, Lauryn Hill's song "Fearless Vampire," Killer. I don't know. Can you say that word? A very good song. It's on YouTube, and her song "Rich Man Take Too Much." That's on YouTube too. I don't know if they ever sold as actual songs you can buy back in the day, but you know the lyrics to each of those songs. Ashe, beautiful song. Miss Hill, love you, love you, love you down, love you up, love you. I was at your concerts back in the day when I was more outgoing. The good old days, you know. So the idea of vampires was just never a movie for us. Even the late great beautiful lovely Aaliyah movie with the Akasha, with the Akashic records. You see where they're going in? You see where they're going in? So we was decoding into movies and every that stuff back in the days when I was outgoing and going to, you know, classes back in the day. It was before YouTube, when I was physically go to these classes and build and learn. Or if you're from the hood, you can just start building on the corner, going to the bodega to get a hero sandwich or something. So we never saw vampires as some cartoonish, as just something that's make believe. No, the hell we didn't. Not back in the day. Not now. Not the hell ever. You know, just taking, and never satisfied. You know, wanting your plasma allegedly and your organs allegedly. You know, I'm like, well, why didn't God give these things to them so they wouldn't have to want it? You know, and is it the same? You know, an organ that's God given can't be the same as an organ that's vampire stolen. I don't know. See, I don't even want this video. I'll put the warnings in the disclaimer. Allegedly, per study, okay. Uh, hood study, okay. But in the event, so we're looking at it with those lenses. You know, my husband too. You know, studied out the box. We call them OTBs in the hood back in the days, out the box, and NTBs, people who study in the box, or people who believe in any and everything mainstream then said. You know, so OTB's been on this type of time with strung out. It's very scary. Somebody who want your body part, your blood. That is absolutely jarring. You know what I mean? It's one thing you want my shoes and my skirt. You want my body, and they want to shake your hand. You know, post COVID, you would think doctors would. You know what? I don't know if you're Gen X, but you know the doctor come in and they wash their hands before they shake your hand because they know the psychological relief of seeing him wash his hands period before he's touching you. You don't see doctors doing that, not as of lately. Yeah, I went to my husband to the dentist, and I'm like, and my husband liked to bump the fist, and he looked like he was put off by that, even though he's a different race. But I'm like, why is he put off by that? Surely he's seen that before. In sports, you see it, you know. And once the visit was over, he wanted to shake the hand again, an open hand before exiting. And I said, "Oh, you got the handshake you wanted, huh?" I had to hurry up and wash my husband's hands in the Florida water, every goddamn thing else I carry in my pocketbook. I'm like, what? Because you know, Winnie Mandela was like, "Don't shake the hand." I see. I don't want to be a whole nother video. I shake Winnie Mandela. I don't know if you've seen that speech. She was like, "Don't shake their hand." Because your palm, if you into palmistry, and never mind, this is getting all out of sinners. The point is, we were on this thing years ago studying vampire lore, and why is it so mainstream, and what is this? And even the freaks come, Houdini, Ashe, SSC, Ashe, the freaks come now that night, ooh, the jam, honey, classic. And that wasn't just no damn song. Remember the elders used to be like, only thing out late at night are dogs and cats. And they meant it proverbial and goddamn literal, okay? If you from the hood back then, you Gen X, you go outside, did you not see a whole gang of loose-ass dogs and cats? I'm like, damn, the elders say this is true as hell. So it's a literal and a figurative, So do the vampires come out at night? They don't like the sunlight? Now, who? The sun is impartial to his skin. This is not opinion. This is science. Go and look up how the sun affects certain skin. You can do your own research. So the vampires don't come out in the daylight, and they don't like garlic. Okay. And what the elders been saying about garlic salt? Baby, did you burn your garlic salt on New Year's Eve? I'm like, you only burn it then. You can burn it whenever you want, but you burn that garlic salt. Get you some charcoal. Put that garlic salt on there New Year's Eve. Go through your whole goddamn house. You know how the elders used to talk back in the day? I'm like, Lord. But so we was into sinners and things of that nature. Now, people have seen it 2 and 3 times. I may go back again. I don't know. I might. My take on sinners is there any solution? God. And how young Stack looked at the end, telling you want the youth of beauty, the fountain of youth, goddamn it, be a vampire. Is that the message? Ryan, Cooler, RK. Is that the message? Vampirism and youth? Was that? What? I don't know. I'd like to be a solution-oriented gal, I may see it again, because what is the message? And Sammy, musician to the very end, he had his battle scars, Pure survival. They said Mars is scarred. Mars rules aggression and violence. The positive side, the good side of Mars is sports. Legitimate sports, not rigged. According to the studies that's out for. Because things get rigged is the lower end of Neptune deception. And Neptune and Mars, you study astrology, you know what kind of conjunction that is, child. But But there's a high and low side to everything. So I'm not anti-Mars, because working out, running, exercise, cleaning up, yeah, Mars is action. And Mars rules males. That's why he activates the house when he enters. When a man enters your house or enters your womb, ladies, as he's activating you. But how? Depends on the quality of his character. Him. Depends on the type of man, you're letting in your house. Your house. Or your temple, your body, your edifice, your oh God, sex is so powerful, sweet Jesus, ruled by Pluto and Scorpio. And Mars co-rules Scorpio in Aries. So I'm watching this, and I like how he was teaching the girl, the young lady, how to negotiate and things of that nature. And Mary took her ass out there. Why even go out there to talk to them? Why? Just and then they're loitering and lingering around the party and just see it. And Cornbread. Oh, did you not think of Cornbread Earl and Me and the movie classic? And I like he played a young Forrest Whitaker's character in Emperor of Ocean Park. I liked him in 8 Mile. I forget this actor's name, but why he had to get caught out there? Oh, Cornbread. I didn't want him to just. Oh. And I like how he recruited Cornbread to work to do at the juke joint, because he was out in the field with his wife and he defended his wife, and she's telling him, "Baby, go get that money. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with me, okay?" So Cornbread. I just was hurt when you just didn't want Cornbread, do you? And Delroy Lindo. Now I liked him in Malcolm X movie, but only one scene. I didn't get perky tatas throughout. I'm gonna tell you when I got the perky tatas with Delroy Lindo. When he was talking to Malcolm X against that wall, he had that red silk shirt on. What they call that Harlem dandyism or something. Speaking about Dandy Dapper Dan, that book, your memoir, 5 stars. Why it took me so long to read the thing? You know how long I had your book on my bookshelf? Oh, Mr. Dan, that book is so good. I hope you do a part 2. There's a part in the book you wrote, writing about your love life requires a whole nother book. I'm like, we ain't gonna hear about it in this one? Yeah, I love romance stories. Oh, God, I love a love story. I wrote my own. Yes, I did. But it's still good, even though he didn't really get into the dynamics of his love life. And I hope you do. Part 2, Dapper Dan. Part 2. Anyway, speaking of vampires, how they were stealing his clothes, and they're supposed to be the fuzz, I'm like law enforcement. And he knows that they stealing. So he let the hood come in and get the hood. Y'all come on in and get what you want. The hood was happy that day. It was like free clothes. Oh God, what terrific luck to be walking by, and Dapper says, "Come in and get what you want." They stealing, y'all can come steal too. Could you imagine? Oh my heavens, all the goodies. Oh. Anyway, I love Sinners. Well, oh yeah, the big brown skinned woman that Smoke was with. Oh. Do you know how rare it is to see a big black plump mama, beautiful, being respected in wifey mode on the screen? A mainstream movie. RK, thank you for that. Thank you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I loved it. Did you see what she touched MJB? I know it's acting, but that if I ever meet her and we alone having martinis, I'm gonna say, "Girl, did you really touch it, or was it movie magic? If she really did that, I'm asking." With Shoop, with Salt Set and Shoop, I want to know, how does it know? Girl, did you really touch it? Tweet this to her, please. Did you, or was it movie magic, or did he have a jock cup there? I'm not even this way. I told you I've been celibate 2 decades. I'm telling you, shy up today, Kate. I'm telling you, I was activated, and I'm embarrassed because he's too young for me. God, but I would ask a girl, did you actually did you feel it? What did it feel like? Whoever your homegirls are, I know they asked you. As soon as you got back around the way, I know they came to your house with snacks, white wine coolers, whatever y'all drink on the weekend. I know they did. Like, did you? But did you really? You touched it? What happened? Was it hard? No, I wouldn't ask her that. Unless the friendship has been, seasoned at least 3 years, then I'll ask. So I would know. But her seasoned, long-standing friends, I know those. I know they asked. I know they did. I know they did. Your cousins, if you got sisters, like, girl, was it movie magic or you really touched it? Oh my goodness. No one will know but her and her homegirls. Anyway, is this a review? No, this is just me pontificating, venting, ventling. So what else in the movie? I don't want to spoil it. What's oh, you're married? Did I tell you about taking her ass out there? Her biracial ass. And she was married. Oh, Sammy's chocolate beautiful. You know what, RK? Highlight and melanin. Like, oh, she's beautiful. She was married to. Where's what? How old is cheating? Is that like older than water? How old? I'm like, these married women just are cheating back then, Lord. Oh my goodness. No, I've never cheated on my husband. And I don't qualify this kind of talk as cheating either. But I'm like, what the hell's going on? But that was, ooh, Sammy and that chocolate lady, just a beautiful melon, just beautiful. And I like when she was like, well, let me wash up. He was like, no. I'm like, what, is he a Capricorn? No shade to Capricorn. I'm like, is he a Capricorn or a Sagittarius? No shade to Sagittarius and Capricorns. No, no, not all of them, but a lot of them like, no, no, don't shower. This is just what I heard. I'm not speaking to my memoir or past life. I mean, past. No, this is not for children. I just don't get in the ears of children. Are you 18 and over? Please, okay. I'm telling you, Satch man is like, no, don't shower. Like, what do you mean? I just got in from work. Yeah, don't. What is with those two signs not wanting you to shower? Like, are you kidding me? So I don't know what Sammy's sign is, but when he was like, no, never mind, she was like, what? Wait, I've been dancing, and he was like, yeah, whatever. Sammy! Oh my Lord. Oh, mercy. Okay, what else coming on? Now the Asian shop. I read Pam Grier. I shame Mama Pam Grier. Legend. I read her memoir, My Life in 3 Acts. Very good. Let me tell you something. Mama Pam Grier. When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was making that lamb stew, when you went through hell in the rain and fell off that rock, and he gonna ask you, where you been? Outside struggling. What the fuck you mean where? You know what, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Okay. Yeah, basketball NBA legend. And you was in my heart when I looked at one of your documentaries, something about they burnt your house up and you had a jazz collection that couldn't be replaced. So you was in my heart then. You still in my heart behind that jazz collection. How I love jazz, right? But the way Pam described you in this book, making lamb stew and she's outside in the rain, did you not see her knee when she scraped the knee falling off the rock? What is his sign? Luau, what's his name? Luau Santa? No, his name is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Respect, yeah, I should. But about just Muhammad Ali flashed before my eyes when I was trying to think of Kareem's born name. The Muslims don't play that. No, my name is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Never mind it up though, okay? Yeah, but that book is good. But in that book, Pam spoke to Asians in her neighborhood. Was it Colorado or North Carolina? But it seemed like it was the 40s or 50s. And I'm reading like they had Asians around the way back then. I'm Gen X. You had Asian, Chinese restaurants and nail salons. We had that around the way, definitely, but in the 80s. But I'm like, but when did they get here? And I know I got to do the research. But anyway, she spoke to her Korean market. I'm like, when Pam Grier was a little girl, and not that Pam is old, she's older than me, but not that I'm not an ageism. I can't with gray hair, no. But I'm just saying, I just didn't know the Asian stores and was in the hood back then. I'm like, oh Lord. So now RK is showing us they were here in the 30s in Mississippi. Talking about the 1930s in Mississippi. I know this, Tariq done said the other day, the Spanish people who felt underrepresented in this movie, did they not study Mississippi 19? Before you get upset about not being in a movie or wherever you think you should be placed in art imitates life. This was taught to me in art school and college. Art class, rather. Why don't you look up and see if there were Spanish people in that region in 1930s? Before you even get upset, like, well, let me Google. What they say, Google's your friend. Just look the thing up. I'm at 39 minutes, Lord. If you don't see Spanish people in that region, why get upset? Ryan Coogler is a Gemini. Trust me, that key phrase is I think. He did his research before he did this movie. So, even when they was upset about Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth concert, I'm like, the word Juneteenth didn't signal something for them. Like, did they study what Juneteenth is? But I don't know. The entitlement to FBA spaces is bizarre. It's just, and I don't even want to get into who created hip hop. Yes, I purchased Microphone Check before they took it off Amazon. We got it in the nick of time. And I am from Spanish Harlem, a little girl in the 70s. Johnson Projects. If you are from Spanish Harlem in the 70s, you do not recall hearing rap music coming from any of the Puerto Rican apartments. You just don't. If you walk to Third Avenue and bought the delicious food, and you bought the food, you're in their stores, you don't hear hip hop in the stores or the restaurants up there either. So I'm like, what? This is the 70s, okay? Hip hop, the party with Cool Herc was 1973. So, and they confuse an ownership with created. And so just because someone took it and mainstreamed it and owned it and GMO'd it don't mean that they created it. If you get in bed with your man, y'all both FBA, you make a baby, God forbid slavery, and they take your baby for slavery. Going back to the beginning, Howard Zinn books on his history of America, 1492 to present. You don't check that out. Just because they stole the baby don't mean they created the baby. Okay, hip hop historians, please. Creating it, participating in it, stealing it, taking it, 2, 3 different. And KRS One, I have your book, The Hip Hop Gospel. You were going over the book on Sundays on YouTube. Remember? You even have Howard Zinn in that book. Remember, no mention in the book of Puerto Ricans co-creating hip hop. That's not in the book, nor any of those Sunday classes on YouTube. I know what you're saying now. I'm just talking about the mathematical timeline. Even your brother's book, I bought his memoir. Patronizing, beautiful work. Bought it, read it. He gave no mention of Puerto Ricans 50-50 in his memoir. None. None. So after the fact, how, and these are intelligent men, those who are not familiar, I'm like, I don't know. Again, if you're Gen X, FBA, raised in Spanish Harlem in the 70s, did you hear any rap music, hip hop, anything in the 70s, not the 80s, the 70s, from any Spanish apartment, from any Spanish car going by, from any Spanish restaurant on Third Avenue? Did you hear any rap? My older brother went to Harlem World. He didn't see Spanish people, Puerto Ricans on stage in the 70s again. I stressed the 70s. Whew, I don't know. I got that out the way there. Back to sinners. I told it to be all over the place. Right? It's not cogent. Okay? It's just not. This is a bedtime story. Okay, you listen to this while you sipping cognac. Go to bed. Okay. You have a cigar, maybe. I had my cigar. It went out. Papa didn't bring me no daggone water. I'm parched. Hold on, I'm gonna go get some water. If you had patience, you can hold on. Well, if you had no patience, you probably clicked off a long time ago. Make me know. This is video for me. This audio video is for me. I'm venting. It's for me. Oh God, I'm hot too. Oh Papa, it is hot in here. Oh, probably thinking about that MJB. I don't want to think of Michael B. Jordan that way. It's inappropriate. That's why I didn't want to see Sinners no more, looking at his biceps and stuff. Okay, no. Oh. And then Aquarians ain't into carnal like that. They too cerebral. He wants to respect his mind. Oh, Papa, you sleep. Oh, I'm doing an audio video, baby. I'm parched. I'm gonna get something cold to drink. Oh, I don't know why I'm more hot than normal. You think it's been the precipice of summer? Or is it just straight wind blows? Oh. Oh. I should put a bit more water. It's just regular water. Oh. drink it, but do I need it to get any more fatter? Yeah, I will try it frozen. I won't eat the whole thing because of the calories. Well, you can have it because you eat the calories. I don't eat that. These ashes. I said, oh. No, Papa, it's ashes. I didn't understand. Papa, please. I'm talking about that and then ashes. It's so salty. It's too soluble. You see the ginger powder? I like to add a little ginger powder to my water. It is very. I feel like I have an internal inferno. My private summers. I had some Livio Pinkham. Don't I have a menopause? Papa, look in the cupboard. You see a menopause supplement? Just I don't. This is not summer heat. I feel like I'm burning up. It will say only something. I hadn't used it. Is it expired? I should order Livio Pinkham. Livio Pinkham. The capsules. They have the liquid too. I want to taste it. On Instagram, no, Amazon. Here's a bottle of Livio Pinkham. Papa, I think it's $9. Oh, Big Mama. Okay, I'm back. It's hot. It's coolie brown. And all this heat with this computer, sweet Jesus. I got the fan on it. Is the AC on?
Yeah.
Oh, God, goodness. The AC is on. It's hot. It's got to be mellow.
The vents covered up with me.
How about the... I know the vents are coming. Bye-bye. I'm doing my audio video, baby. And it's not cogent. I'm all over the place as usual. Blame it on the Gibbons gravy. All right, we're back from the commercial. 47 minutes in, Lord. Anyway, so good movie, great movie. You gonna do a part 2, RK? But what the part 2 do? Let us know about vampirism and youth again. I don't want you to make that fashionable. Don't make it fashionable. And the neck thing, the neck again. Ryan Coogler, what is with the neck is ruled by Taurus. You looked at Keith Beauchamp's documentary of modern day lynching, and in studying our study back then, he's like, well, why do they? Surely they got guns. They had guns back then. Well, this is modern day. We got guns now for damn sure. Second Amendment in America, oh Lord. So why do they select that barbaric versus just the gun? Maybe because it's barbarism. I don't know. But the neck, something with the neck in Taurus. You think, Ryan, I know you're a deep thinker, the Taurus rules the neck. And the voice box, speaking all that, that's Gemini. But the Taurus rules the second house, the money you earn. Gemini rules the third house, which is siblings. Even though family is the fourth house, but third house is siblings, neighborhoods, neighbors, communication, and popularity. I don't know why the neck with the vampire. Scorpio. Well, they give vampires to the devil card in tarot, which is Capricorn. But some people associate Scorpio with devils as well. No shade to Scorpio and Capricorn. I'm just, just speaking to the Baphomet is Capricorn. Does somebody say Baphomet? No, Baphomet is all signs. You see the wings? That's air. I'm like, I don't know what's with that neck area with vampires and Caucasoid races per study with the lynch in the neck. And with Keith Beauchamp's documentary, Ryan Coogler, you've probably seen it. Keith, another young documentary, just brilliant minds, Keith and Ryan, respectively. The tree. That's why metaphysical class would say, ask permission before you hug a tree. He was like, how do you do that? Do something, flip a coin, just talk to the tree, respect, because it's alive. The tree is alive. It's still, but it's a live organism. That's why there's some dead trees, Did you hear they wanted to get rid of all the female trees? Ryan, that's a movie idea. Don't put the make the balance off on the planet. Did you hear something about that? I know the internet rumors, but I'm like, how can you tell a tree is female? That studying trees is deep, because from Keith Beauchamp's documentary, they had a way to read the tree. It begins with a D. The study of trees begins with a D as in David. What's it? Dacia? Shit. Look it up, Brian. It begins with a D. You probably did. It begins with a D. I'm like, you, because I read natal charts. I'm an astrologer. I'm like, you can read the lines and trees. To an astrologer, that I was open. I'm like, well, how the hell you do that? Now, back then, I got into really looking up, studying the trees because I just saw his documentary. I may get back into that. But they could read the lines of a tree to tell if someone was hung, if someone was killed on that tree. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Remember those tag games YouTubers would do tag? One, James Colwell, his come to mind. He probably still has it up there. I think he keeps his archive pretty tight. This is years ago. And one of the questions seem very random, or are they? But one of the questions I never forget, they asked if you ever urinated in the woods. I'm like, that's a strange, well, it's called random questions, but I'm like, that's strange. Do you burn incense in your house was one. Do you sleep with the closet open? In astrology, closet's a 12th house. So Pisces rules the 12th house. I'm like, interesting. And Neptune rules sleep and Neptune co-rules Pisces. I'm like, And the whole colloquialism in the closet, skeletons in the closet. So I'm like, so if you crack the closet open and go to sleep, what the hell happened? Never mind my metaphysical studies, but that was one. Do you pee? Have you ever? I mean, you could have did it once in the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts or going camping trips, So I mean, do they mean like multiple times? Like how often somebody's in the woods? Unless you just live in the woods, that's what you do. Oh my Lord, is that? Oh no, I need to cut this light off. You can't see me, can you? I'll gag. No, I'm not dressed. I'm gonna cut the light off. No, if I cut the light off, it'll be hot. No. I got the fan going. No, because hell, I'm not all the way dressed. I'll gag. Is that the... No, because I will see myself, would I not? No. Pardon my quirkiness. I'm going to cut off this light here. Hold on. I can't upload it. They can see my tatas. I don't even think YouTube will allow that foolishness. Yeah, see, child. No, I think I'm good. I don't think y'all can see me. If they can, the hell won't go up. But it's still good venting. It's therapy. Hold on, I have to. Refreshing. Yeah, so you can read the lines and you can see what happened. These people who know how to do this. If somebody was unalived on that tree, I was flabbergasted. Nature don't lie. I think that's why they don't like nature. They GMO'd it allegedly because nature denotes truth. Oh God, that documentary was compelling. Also, there's another video, nothing to do with Keith Beauchamp, on YouTube. I don't know if it's still there, but it's an Asian lady who married a Caucasoid male. I say Caucasoid and not in disrespect. It's just a term used in the study groups I came up in back in the day. So anyway, I can't think of the name of the video. Is the video titled Nature Was a Witness or Nature Told, or because he was what he said to her on video, what he wanted to do to nature, he seemed anti-nature, but nature told, nature was the jury, nature was the judge, the title was very, very something with nature. You'll see it. She's Asian, he's Caucasoid, and how did they found them through nature, something with the leaves or the trees or something. I don't know how they found them. Something with the nature they found them. Okay, it wasn't the thing with remember the dad who drove across the country and he had some kind of bugs that was in the front bra of the daggone car, the rental, and they was like, oh no, they don't have those bugs in Ohio, wherever he was at. He said he was at, and the courts was like, oh, the jury like they don't have them bugs. So he had to have been in California to get bugs like that. You see what I'm saying? Nature, honey. Nature. I don't forgot his name. He was the principal in school now. This is back in the day. That's on YouTube too, but I can't think of the name of it. The point I'm trying to tell you is about nature, honey. Ashe, Olodumare, Olofin, Ashe, Mosa, Adida, Ashe, Malkuth, nature, Ozion, Ashe. But anyway, so back to my water. Hold on. Simmons, when he said all money is dirty, the twins, I was like, oh my goodness. Because this is in school, not my opinion. When you have a legal job, you earn your money, you pay taxes, you do the right thing, which you was told the right thing to do in school. Uh, uh, Allegedly, the money they take from your paycheck goes to do other things. You clean the roads, build the roads, do your bridges, and etc. But um, allegedly, the portion of your money go elsewhere that for things that you would not agree to if you have ethics and integrity. You'd be like, oh, no, no, I wouldn't. I'm not contributing to that. You don't have a choice. So that's what came to mind when the twins said, "Oh, money is dirty." I was like, oh. Does he mean because of the presidents that's on, remember what they, something about the day on TikTok. Remember what they showed was on the back of the $20 bill? When you put a magnifying glass to it? So I'm like, does he mean like what the money is, what's on it when you study it? Or just the totality of it? Dirty money. That's really the love of money. Not money is the root of all evil. The love, when you lust and love for it, when you do anything, you know, for it, just hold on to your soul. God damn it, these vampires hold on to your blood too, child, Lord. Oh Lord. Did you join? So that was the clubs. Partying is ruled by Leo, the fifth house. Celebrate, enjoy all fifth house things. Leo rules the fifth house. So I just looked at the party and they went through the dances throughout the ages, and I thought about our hip hop days, all the fun we had. Oh, block parties, and we would walk to the south side just for the park jam. Just oh, things I wouldn't even think of doing as an adult. I'm like teenagers. The teenage years are brave as hell. All that walking, you didn't even break a sweat. We didn't get tired. Oh, did we have fun? Oh God, 40 Park. Dada Rock, Coke, ads, like, da 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 da. Oh my God, the memories. And then the hip hop parties got too violent for our taste, so we went to house music. Even the introduction to house music, they was like, in no fight. Because your homegirl's like, let's just start doing it. Let's get into house music. Let's just party with house people. I'm thinking she mean like a house party. Like, kid and play something. But if you're not familiar with the term house music, house party, I'm like, house party? What do you mean? You gonna buy the chips and you buy the snacks and that? No, girl, house music. And, it's out of Chicago. She trying to explain it. She said, I'd rather party with them because they don't fight. I'm like, it's a party with black people and there's no fights. No, all black, no fights. This is the 80s now. I'm like, all black people partying, there's no. She swore by it. Like she bet money. I bet you money. She was like, you can bet all you want. You gonna lose your money. Ain't no damn fights in there. None. Wow. We had to pay her too. I think we bet like $5. Like, I bet you something break off. I bet you something break out. She was like, nope, it won't. Child, we went to Studio 54 Thursday night. Second owner, the first owner is 70s. That's what probably, that's the same Studio 54. It's the same shit, same building. But in the 80s, it was owned by someone else. It was something else. It was house music. Oh God, Larry Levan, I love you. Oh, the fun. But did Ryan Coogler go through the house music dancing? See, I want to see it again just for the dancing. Then we have the dancing on YouTube. I didn't see house music dancing. If you're unfamiliar with house music style of dancing, look at Salt and Pepper's music video, Express Yourself. That dance Spin the Reel is doing in the back. That's how we used to rock with the house music. Tisha Campbell did it at Johnny Gill's recent barbecue for his birthday. Happy belated birthday. Oh God, Johnny Gill. That party. Oh, usually with parties, I'm like, why ain't show the food spread? I'm a foodie, Lord Jesus. Why they ain't show the food table? I didn't even care that they ain't show the food table with this one. I just didn't. Okay, like, well, who catered it? I didn't even think about food. Johnny Gill, all the y'all who shared from that. Jeffrey Osborne, Pisces, love you. Just let me tell you why I love you, Jeffrey Osborne. She a Pisces too. Erica Badu did the same thing. At one of your concerts outdoors, this is back in the days, and you put the mic in was it a lady's face to sing with you? And some people may say she didn't sing well, but you still, humane and patient, and you didn't make fun of her. You didn't clown her for singing terrible. I don't want to say terrible. Some people say some. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Jeffrey Osborne, I love you. I love you. And Erica did similar. And this is years later. And you know, she's holding the mic and letting them sing. Just paint. Maybe it's a Piscean thing. She's a Pisces too. Pisces compassion, you know, the high side. But Jeffrey Osborne, I also love you for I'm Only Human. For his love ballad. Oh gosh. Did Salt and Pepper sample from Love Ballad for the What a Man song? Brilliant, brilliant. Just both songs, but that Only Human, Jeffrey, Mr. Jeffrey Osborne, Only Human. It could stop any gold digger in her tracks. Well, I'm talking about the ones with conscience and integrity. Because, you know, back then, it's the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Harlem, Motown, you know, just New York. But the motto was don't ask me for honey and I won't ask you for money, okay? I won't ask first, but if you're asking first, that gives me license to ask you. But that Only Human sign, you don't want to ask him for anything. Oh, Jeffrey, not early, because he's saying not too much too fast. You know, slow down, damn. Which is possible if the man is not asking for anything. You get it, Jeffrey? You probably do. You're Pisces. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay. Am I finished with sinners? I think so. I hate that all of them damn near had to go, but Sammy. Did they all go with Sammy? I gotta watch it again. He spared his brother, that brotherly love. You know, according to metaphysics, how you become twins? Hate. Ashe Mama I, one of my former astrology teachers. Love you, Mama. And her teacher, Isabel Hickey, the great legend. Ashe, Asheo. Oh, gratitude. But hate, when you hate someone, it has to be, because twins, it has to be mutual hate. When you hate someone or you strong disdain, dislike them, that you run the risk of becoming twins. You run the risk of becoming siblings and or twins, depending upon the degree of hate. There's degrees in astrology. There's degrees in court. Like we charge you in such and such in third degree. Yeah. There are degrees Masons, degrees black belt karate. Degrees, okay? Temperature when you go outside. Temperature inside. Degrees, okay? Hell, a deodorant doesn't name the corporation, name the deodorant. Degrees, baby, okay? Um, so monitor your emotions. This is suggestions. You're all grown, but monitor your sentiment. If they hate you, make sure it's one sided. Try to be indifferent, because as soon as you match that, that's the whole saying, match energy. I'm not matching madness. Oh hell no! But as soon as you match that energy, the frequencies, the spiritual realm, however you judge the upper, you know, God Most High, however you judge that, they start seeing you as one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like arguing with people because from a distance of the person can't tell who's the fool. They don't know who's who. That's even up on higher levels. If the frequency way above is seeing y'all as one, because it's frequency, spirit, everything is frequency. Professor Griff used to say, be symbol literate. True. Also, be frequency literate. If they don't like you, protect yourself, because hate is strange. One-sided hate, unwarranted hate and disdain, extremely strange. They say it's born out of envy and jealousy, usually, because you didn't do anything to them to warrant being hated or disliked or whatever. Or they just may not feel your vibe, but when a sane person is repelled by someone or something, they want to get away from it. They're not drawn to it. That's vampiric. It's vampiric energy to be drawn to what allegedly repels you. You get it? But yeah, she taught us that when you don't like a person, you run the risk of being their sibling. Is if it's mutual. Again, Gemini rules siblings. You get it? It rules twins. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So she said if you really really hate them, you become twins, because the higher gods, if you will, see you as one energy. You get it? Lord. And if you loathe them, Loath, loathe them, you run the risk of becoming Siamese twins. I'm like, okay, love and light is wonderful because it's light. I like feeling light, even though heavy, big mama. But I like feeling light. I've been called light, light. You're light. Your energy is light, but you're heavy. I'm like, heavy, light and heavy. Should I get a T-shirt with that on it? But anyhow, I don't. She only need to say that to me once. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Their frequency for you should not match your frequency for them, or you become one with them. I remember Panic said years ago, it was a Blog Talk Radio. That's what beef is really about. Because sane people can agree to disagree. You know, true, we all should agree that children should be protected from predators. Protected children. That's what all sane people with integrity agree upon. I'm talking about just adult banter about other topics, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, different schools of thought. That's your take. Oh, yeah, cool. We don't need to agree. Are we getting paid to agree? So what's the incentive to agree? But people, that's the damn parent too. Okay, this is for people who wonder why do people get so angry if you disagree with them. This is for you. According to the classes I sat for, if a person was conceived via consensual sex, you get it? Both parties agree to get in bed, have sex. If they love each other, they made love, or they had sex. It was either love or lust. They don't like each other, they don't love each other, but they like sex. But it's consensual, and you're conceived in lust. You have a whole completely different psyche than someone who's conceived in love. But yet, what y'all do have in common, the love nut, and the lust nut, what's in common? You were conceived via an agreement, consensual sex. So you are a walking agreement. Your physical manifestation is an agreement two people had. So this is what was taught to me. This is not even a metaphysical class. This is sociology 101 when I was in college back in the day. So when you disagree with a person who's not mentally strong, or their ego is extremely fragile, it's as if you're disagreeing with their very existence. Like, how dare you disagree with me? And you're like, why are you taking this so harsh? You're getting paid for people to agree with you? Like, what? Calm down. That's what the professor taught. And I sat in class like, oh shit. Now you're like, what about people who are raped? What about people who are raped? That was an agreement. They weren't conceived in an agreement. The professor taught a whole nother chapter on that. It's too long and too deep. But you can tell a person's character, how a person was conceived, because we're more stuck on how a person was raised. Not just you and regular people, just in the professional setting. Well, where did you grow up? How was you? People are concerned about how you were raised, which is important too, how you was reared. But how you were conceived. They take a cake. You bake a cake. And you try to do it by the books on the back of the box, or whatever. You make it by scratch, your old school recipe, right? You do. And someone walks up and throw a whole big pound of cayenne pepper in the batter, and you don't even know. Against your daggone will, against your agreement. You go back in the kitchen, you're none the wiser. Like, it would be red. I don't know. Say you're baking a strawberry red, but I don't know, cake. So it's red anyway. And because, whomever you date and think is going to be cute and funny, throw some cayenne pepper in there. Maybe they like a spicy cake. I don't know. And you go ahead on and you conceive in the cake. Conception. You see what I'm saying? And you go on and you bake the cake and frost it and taste like, what it says. You get it? You get it. I'm hoping you do. Yeah, how a person is conceived, very important. Very important. Even with athletes, you have your baby laying on your back. You sit up and you have him. Let me hush. Just logistics, everything matters in how that baby was conceived and how you give birth to them. Everything. They want you on your back pushing the babies. Oh, just let me not make this too metaphysical, sweet Jesus. Oh Lord, but everything matters when you're creating life. Every little nuance, every how the room look. You just saw all four corners. Did you spritz and lemon juice? It's everything. It's just. I'm like, I wish I knew this then, but I knew now. Just wisdom, baby. Just stay studying. I study every day. I'm a study addict. Okay, sinners. I think that's all that comes to mind. But I wish Mary never took her ass out there. I wish she would have left at the train station. You know what I'm saying? Ashay Ogun. I just when they intercept in your life, and let me hush. I don't want to make this a racial video. I don't Just stay burning your garlic salt, your garlic necklace is such a. I remember I went to New Orleans back in the days. This is before Katrina, and I was in the Garden District walking around, and I made my way to Anne Rice's house. Never mind. Some things are best left for a memoir. Very nice woman. I couldn't believe I had the nerve to knock. What was I thinking? I was in my 30s. I wasn't even in my 20s. You know, you're young, you have courage. No, I was in my 30s. I was like, Anne Rice lives here? Oh my God, I'm a writer too. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so I share Anne Rice. I think she passed away. Listen, be very nice to me. And the guy who worked at the hotel, he was like, "Why are you eating the tourist spots? If nah, take you to the hood, shorty. Nah, you eat better, pay this less money, and just." I said, "Can you show me the cash where you don't grow up at?" Never mind. Just that's a sweet memory. Oh God, sweetest thing. I should write a book, the sweetest things I've ever known. That guy from NOLA, the hotel. He said, "Wait till I get up for work. I'm gonna show you real food. New Orleans and your yummy food." Oh, I only went once. I gotta go back there. Never mind. Me walking down memory lane. Hmm. He said he's never been in New York. Have you been in New York by now? Anyway, let me hold on. He wanted to take me. He wanted me to take him to the foodie spots in the hoods in New York. I was like, I will. I don't move from there now, but but I'm reminiscent. Okay, now anywho, back to did I finish with Sinners? I think I did. Let me think. Am I missing anything? Now, Get Out. Now, did Sinners not remind you of Get Out? Yeah, Get Out. Jordan Peele. Maybe you didn't. I was like, what is Ryan and Jordan trying to tell us? This is entertainment my foot. Hell, what are they trying to really tell us? You know what I'm saying? Child, when that Deer and Get Out came out like that, and then her dad didn't even like deers. And speaking about that, deer is the number 4 card in the medicine cards. The gen is gentle. Deer is indicative of Capricorn too. I know it's the sea goat, the sea monster, and all that, but still deer. The fawn, yeah. Uh, didn't Mary J. Blige have an organization called Fawn? FAWN. And they used to say she looked like one. A Capricorn. Do you see what I'm saying? But anywho, pretty fawn. You know what I'm saying? The Deer. Now, did you see the movie on Netflix? What's it called? Leave the World Behind. Remember all those deer? Did you not think of the deer and Get Out? I'm like, okay, I didn't get the pink swan thing. We were still like, what is the pink swan in the water? What are they trying to tell us? Now, swan, is that card 35 in medicine cards? Because we go right to the cards like, okay, let's look up the swan. Can we decode this? What's going on? You know, I don't know. But I do know, or I do strongly feel into it. They're going to Get Out, Sinners, and Leave the World Behind is some sort of trifecta of figure it out, goddammit. Figure it out. And that's what we do when we study. Alrighty. So, that's it. Papa, you have any closing words? Papa, what's your take on Sinners? Do you correlate it to Get Out and Leave the World Behind? Do you have your tin foil kufi on right now? As Tyreek calls it. Papa, you sleep. What's your take on Sinners, babe?
Never give it enough thought.
Really? You were sitting right next to me. Oh gosh.
That was in comparison to
Or to the other 2 movies. Did Get Out come to mind as you were sitting there? Especially when Mary took her ass outside to talk to them. What are you going out there for? You stay in here till sunlight come up. To the sun. That's what I would told her. Keep your ass in here till the sun come up. God damn it. Oh God, Jesus. The French said at the core of every war lies a woman. That is a French proverb. That's Lord. I don't know where I read it. I read thousands of books by now, sweet Jesus. But yeah, at the core of every war lies a woman. And what Stack should have told her ass is Sit your ass in here till the sun come up. Ain't nobody leaving out this mother. He should tell Cornbread, go pee in a goddamn mason jar, goddamn you. Nobody's leaving this motherfucker till the sun come up. It's what he should have said to them. You know what I'm saying? God damn it. Sprinkle garlic all around the goddamn Jew joint. Every goddamn just garlic here. Just boil garlic and cool it and spritz it all over the damn walls. Just get garlic. I don't give a good goddamn meal like to send spritz garlic till you can't spritz the bitch no more. Child. Lord have mercy. And the Asian lady's husband turned her. This shit is scary as hell. The whole thing that just, Lord have mercy. And it's something, Papa, is something with them with never being satisfied. Wasn't there a song? Was it Taylor? I'm going back to the 80s. How her hunger, a Caucasoid lady, Taylor Dane, or something about she's always hungry or the hunger. What did Yakub do when he went in that goddamn cave? Allegedly per study. I think Yakub is shocked, like, what the hell did I create? You know what I'm saying? Wait, he went in that cave. Oh, Yakub, forgive us, Lord, because Yakub melanated per study. Yakub is Yakub Jacob in the Bible? They said. They said find yourself in the Bible too. That was another class I took back in the day. Bible study. That's nothing. Decoding that. You ever went to evilbible.com? Whoever, I didn't make the title. They did. Whoever put that website together studied like the Dickens, comprehensive. Like, oh my Lord. But in the event, Yakub, please forgive us, Lord Jesus. But there's a song. How is it? She's just never satisfied. I can't. She's not saying that. She's admitting that there's a hunger. Oh, now I'm gonna think about this song all day. What is the name of the song? Was it the 90s or the 80s? Never mind. Yeah. Stacksha told her ass not to go out there till sunrise. Okay? Sit your narrow ass down. No, first of all, put a gun at the door. Cornbread, nobody pees outside. No one leaves this juke joint till we see sunlight. Do you hear me? Because they ain't gonna be out there in the sunlight. That's for damn sure, okay? Oh, we gotta pee. There's some mason jars. I don't even care where you pee. You ain't going out this damn door. Put the gun at the doors and at the window. Nobody leave this motherfucker. And that's just that, okay? Pure survival. Oh, Lord. You know the 48 laws of power? No shade to Robert Greene. Yeah, he's Caucasoid, but one of those laws, he says, get them to come to you. Use bait if you have to. I don't agree with all. Shout out to Papoose. There was a video of him saying now he disagreed with that book too. Some of the laws are cool. Some of them you like, it really chinks at your integrity if you have integrity. But so he means power, I guess, in the business world is how I took it. I'm like, maybe he means power in the business world. I don't know. Business is ruled by 10th house Capricorn, sweet Jesus. But you know, the Capricorn card in the tarot deck. I want to look it up. But I just that one came to mind too. That 48 law of power, Papa. Looking at it with the vampires, use bait because you ain't gonna invite them in, so they can get you to come to them. You think that's what that? Lord, oh, Jesus. And the movie, The Invitation, I didn't see it with the Caucasoids. Ridge saw it. Now I'm scared to see it, but now I want to see it. The Invitation. There was another movie Ridge recommended, Papa. What was that other movie? No, that one was The Modern Day Hunt. It was the movie that Ice-T and Charles Dutton was in back in the days. And Ice-T was the hunt. With allegedly Mike Tyson told Joe Rogan his ass got in trouble behind saying that shit with the homeless people. And they had him in a bumblebee costume. And I don't know. The public could read through that now. And the Runaway Channel posted that video with Mike Tyson doing that. His videos are, oh God. Ashe Muhammad of the Runaway Slave Channel. Your research, your work. You and the lawyer Julian Johnson. You just got to steal your innards. You got to steal, STEEL, steal your innards to watch those channels. Sweet Jesus, pray, Maria. Let's sing rain. Let's sing rain, Al. Let's sing rain. All right, I think I'm through with sinners. I'm going to do straw on another video. I was going to do straw on this gumbo. I'm tired. I'm going to do straw on another video. So, That is my vent. Yeah. An hour and 20 minutes, some seconds. Degrees 120. Peace.